Hi, this is David from the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes.
The difference, the David Difference. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get to doing the fucking push-ups. No, seriously. Seriously, I'll edit that part out. I'll be respectful. But, ladies and gentlemen, can you do some push-ups? It'll tie in later. You'll get it. 5 push-ups. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, David here for the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. And today we're testing out a new format. My nigga's back here doing push-ups, and he's trying to inspire you guys to keep your fitness going. Today's lesson is going to be called Toxic Comfort Zone. We're going to be talking about that, and I know what you're saying is, how do toxic and comfort go together? Kind of like some people I know. Yeah, too soon. So today's lesson will be illustrated by the infamous Disney movie. This movie came out at a time when racism was accepted in America. It was almost laughed at. We were able to call white people honkies, and the honkies were able to call us tar babies, I assume. So, but it was a different time. It was before we got all sensitive and shit. And I'm talking about the Song of the South. And ladies and gentlemen, when we're talking about toxic comfort zones, there was a scene that stuck out in this movie to me. And to this day, I was like, I got to do something with it. So here it is. I'm going to roll the footage, and we'll be right back.
I mean, whatever you do, Brother Fox, whatever you do, please, Brother Fox, please don't fling me in that briar patch. Briar patch? Briar patch. I'm glad I thought of that. Yes, indeed, I sure am glad I thought of that.
But you ain't gonna fling me in there, is you?
Who, me? Oh, no. We ain't gonna do that. No, sir. We wouldn't do that.
All right, so in this video here, let's say being outside, that represents a new chapter, some healthy shit that you want to migrate towards. Maybe you want to start a new beginning and you want to get out of that old rut and the pattern. So maybe it's a good relationship. You got sunshine. You go in any direction. There's a lot of good people that you can get out there and meet and network with. And then, of course, the briar patch, which is a dark place. There's a lot of pain there. It's not a place that most people want to be on the surface, right? It's just not something that is, it's not a positive environment, correct? Beef! All right, so let's say in this video example that I just played, let's say Brer Rabbit is that voice in your head that wants something new, wants a new opportunity, and wants to be better. But you also kind of sense at the same time he's not fully strong. He's kind of half-assing it. But the wolf, is that a fucking wolf? No, that's a goddamn fox, man. That fox is that voice in your head that's like, fuck no, man. I'm a sucker for pain. What's the worst way I can hurt this motherfucker? And he wants to throw your ass in the briar patch. You just told him your weak spot. Fuck, he's going full throttle. He gonna throw you in that briar patch. Here's the really fucked up part.
Ouch! I'm done for! Wind up!
Ouch! Shake my head. Now this fool is chilling. Like, he is, now, keep in mind that the briar patch is a dark, negative, unhappy place, but he has conditioned himself to say, hey, I was born and bred up in this motherfucker. This is what I know. This is the reality of my life, and it's okay here. I like it, man. I know how to navigate through this motherfucker. And that's just kind of like with life, is sometimes when we come from that toxic area, as fucked up as it is, it becomes comfortable to us. Hence today's message, Toxic Comfort Zone.
Ooh, very nice.
All right, so with our story, let's translate this into a relationship. Say you got two people. They have crawled outside of the briar patch.
When you want something, you should just go for it.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, when you want something, you should just go for it. And they're out there on normal, beautiful soil, The sun is shining, it's looking bright, and they meet up, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Where you from? Oh, I'm from the Briar Patch. I'm from the Briar Patch too. Fuck that place. Yeah, it fucked us all up. Right. So let's not go back to the Briar Patch." And these two, they decide not to go back to the Briar Patch, and they're gonna walk a healthy lifestyle together. So they just frolic through the fucking land together, and they're thinking, this is going so fucking good. We're falling in love. There's no red flags yet. But there's the first problem. When you're looking for red flags, you will find red flags. Your mind is already programmed to look for something that ain't quite right, something that makes you uncomfortable, something that makes you feel a little bit of pain, and that's when your brain starts saying, hold up, let me pull back a little bit. And then little by little, these uncomfortable situations start to add up. And you're like, man, fuck this shit. I know where this leads, So you're like, instead of feeling this pain and kind of like being unexpected and like leading up to it, let me just go back to my comfort zone, which could be being by yourself, stuck in the corner where you don't have to feel shit. Or you can go back to an ex where you already know the fucking pain they're going to put you through.
Everything I did for you. I did it because I love you. Thought you felt the same way about me.
Me? Love you? Bet you got to be crazy.
But that's more of a comfort zone, which is your Briar Patch again. So that stuff adds up, and you're like, fuck this, and it's time to bail out. You return back to your Briar Patch, because it's like in your Briar Patch is kind of like a battlefield, and you know that there's going to be pain in that motherfucker, but you know what to expect. There's landmines over there, there's enemies over there with a fucking harpoon, this motherfucker got a bayonet over there. You kind of know how to navigate that shit a little bit better. You know what to expect versus being in something where it's like, I don't know what's coming next, but I don't think it's good. Outside of the Briar Patch, it is a field of fucking beautiful flowers. They are very, aromatic, is that it? They got a nice aroma to them. So you're out there in the field, and and it's feeling good. Like the sun is shining, there's a nice little breeze, the flowers smell good, and you're skipping along through this motherfucker, and it's feeling good. Then, fuck! You stubbed your toe on a rock, and you're like, oh man, that hurt. And you keep skipping, and you're like, but it's still cool as fuck out here. I like this shit. And you stub your toe again on a rock. And you're like, damn, how many rocks is in this motherfucker? And you can't see rocks. All you see is flowers and beautiful flowers in the sunshine. But your mind is now focused on how many rocks am I going to have to kick? And you're not thinking about how many beautiful flowers out there. You're not thinking about the aromatic situation that you're in. You're now trying to focus on, how do I avoid these fucking rocks? And am I going to have to deal with these fucking unsuspecting rocks when things are going good? I don't have time for this shit. I think it all comes down to, at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself what you want. Do you want something new? Do you want to take risks and learn from past mistakes and maybe push through this so it's not an issue when it goes to the next relationship? Because I can guarantee you, if it's a relationship or a family situation, whatever the fuck it is, like, until you confront that shit, it's always going to be there, and you just won't get past it, man. That's kind of the fucked up thing. Just a little side story here that ties in with everything. So one day, it was fucking snowing out here. It was in winter, and it started snowing, and it rarely snows in Las Vegas, but my son's out here, and I was like, man, it's beautiful. There's snow everywhere. Let's go outside, son. Let's play. Let's build a snowman. Let's have snowball fights. It'll be so cool, man. Something different. So we get all bundled up. We put our scarves on. We put our jackets on, and I open up the garage, and I'm like, here we go, son. The second I step out on the driveway, I fucking slip. Oh, no! Oh, shit. I didn't bust my ass, but I was like, son, we going back in the house. It ain't safe out here. And he was like, what the fuck? No, we going back in the house, man. It ain't safe. So I negated the whole fact that we could be out there having fun, building these memories, having snowball fights, building fucking Frosty the Snowman 2000, and, just because I slipped, and I was like, man, it might be fucking dangerous out here. I don't know, but let me get back in my comfort zone. So to sum this up and tie it all in, I mean, the choice is yours, and it's to really think about it. So the illustration with the Briar Patch, and you think about it, like, there's a lot of opportunity out there, and I'm going to tell you, whichever way you go, and this is just life, and we all know this, but there is going to be pain.
Oh my God! Wow!
And I think that the thing that people fail to realize is that there is growing pain, and there's the pain that you feel that does not lead to progress, does not lead to growth. It's just pain for the sake of pain. And again, we need to recognize the difference and move forward. And at the end of the day, it's your choice, man. It's your opportunity how you want to live your life. But I'm saying you can learn lessons and you can move forward, or you can be like this fucking rabbit.
I was born and bred in the brown patch. Yes, sir. Born and bred in the brown patch. Born and bred in the brown patch.
And that's the difference.